We all use Google Maps daily, a brilliant app on your phone powered by artificial eyes orbiting Earth 24/7 without pause. They document every street, every house, and every dark alleyway. But these satellites, in their cold, mechanical capturing of the world, have accidentally caught things the human mind simply cannot comprehend. Things no human eye was ever meant to see. Have you ever imagined for a moment that while searching for a place to hang out, you might stumble upon a real crime scene captured from space? Or catch a glimpse of a distorted entity staring back at you from a deserted balcony? In today's video, we will dive together into the dark, hidden side of Google Maps. I've gathered 10 real coordinates for you that terrified the internet, some of which forced Google to intervene and wipe them entirely from their records. As for coordinate number 1, a word of advice: don't look it up alone at night. Grab your drink, dim the lights, and focus with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join us now on this journey of horror. Number 10. The Satanic Pentagram of Kazakhstan. In an utterly isolated region of Kazakhstan, devoid of buildings, streets, or any signs of life, satellites captured something truly bizarre. As you zoom in from space, a massive pentagram emerges, carved right into the Earth's surface and enclosed within a colossal circle over 360 meters in diameter. This symbol, as we all know, is historically notorious for its association with devil worship and dark rituals. The internet erupted the moment this image surfaced. How could an engraving of this monumental size be created in the middle of absolute nowhere? The official explanation tried to calm the public, claiming it was merely the remnants of an old Soviet-era park designed in the shape of a star. But when you look at it from above, at the terrifyingly precise details etched into a barren wasteland, you have to ask yourself, was this really just a park? Or is it a secret ground for unknown rituals that no one knows anything about? Number 9. The Pigeon-Headed People of Japan. Google's Street View feature lets you wander through streets as if you are actually there. But in Japan, specifically in the city of Musashino, this feature captured an absolute nightmare. If you stroll down this particular street on the map, everything seems perfectly normal. Quiet houses, parked cars, until you pan the camera around to look behind you. Suddenly, you are met with a full line of people standing on the sidewalk, wearing completely normal clothes, but their heads are giant pigeon heads. And what is even more terrifying is that they are all staring dead at the Google car camera at the exact same moment. The sight is chilling, making you feel like you've slipped into another dimension or a psychological Japanese horror movie. Even though this story eventually turned out to be a prank, a group of art students found out the Google car was mapping the area that day and decided to pose like this to get immortalized on the map. Just imagine the feeling of the very first person who stumbled upon this image entirely by accident, browsing the map late at night in the pitch dark of their room. It might be a prank, but it will still send shivers down your spine. Number 8. The Cursed Blood Lake of Iraq. Natural lakes have familiar colors, blue, green, or even crystal clear. But in 2007, Google Maps users stumbled upon something that made their blood run cold. A lake in Sadr City, Iraq, with water that wasn't blue, nor was it green. Its water was a deep, vivid crimson, a distinct bloody red, as if the lake was quite literally filled with blood. This image spread like wildfire, and terrifying theories began to flood online forums. We are talking about a region that was suffering from brutal wars and devastating conflicts. So, were these evidence of war crimes? Was this the blood of victims disposed of and dumped into the lake? Or perhaps dark, bloody rituals? Explanations tried to lean toward logic. Some claimed it was severe pollution from sewage or a specific type of bacteria altering the water's color. Others suggested a nearby slaughterhouse was dumping its waste directly into the water. Google eventually updated the map, and the lake's color returned to normal. But the lingering question will always remain: what could cause an entire lake to turn a terrifying blood-red hue overnight? Number 7. The buried face of Antarctica. Antarctica is undeniably the most mysterious and uncharted place on planet Earth. Endless expanses of snow, ice, and raging storms. But Google Maps uncovered something buried beneath this ice that sent shockwaves across the internet and sparked a massive controversy. Satellites captured a colossal formation with clear, undeniable human facial features: large eyes, a sculpted nose, and a tightly sealed mouth. Is this merely pareidolia, the psychological phenomenon that tricks the brain into seeing faces in natural rocks and random formations? Or is it solid proof backing the claims of certain researchers and conspiracy theorists who argue that Antarctica was once home to a terrifyingly ancient civilization that froze over thousands of years ago? When you look at this image, you can't help but feel like a giant or some ancient entity is buried deep within the ice, gazing up at the sky, just waiting for the ice to melt so it can rise again. Number 6. The unmistakable crime scene in the Netherlands. The entire internet was brought to a standstill when this coordinate first surfaced. A satellite image captured over a public park in the Dutch city of Almere revealed a long wooden pier extending into a lake. And on that pier stood a figure, right next to a thick, long red trail dragging from the grass straight to the water's edge. The scene didn't leave much room for imagination. This was a live murder. Someone disposing of a body in broad daylight, fully exposed and documented by the watchful eyes of satellites. The Dutch police were flooded with frantic reports from people across the globe, while Reddit users began dissecting the image centimetre by centimetre. Investigations were launched immediately, and the outcome was shocking, but in a completely unexpected way. The figure standing there wasn't a serial killer. It was a golden retriever named Rama. And that thick red streak wasn't a trail of blood. It was merely the dark water residue left on the brown wood after the soaking wet dog bolted out of the lake. A masterful optical illusion by Google's cameras that forced the entire world to witness a phantom crime scene and live out a moment of genuine terror.